Today, Precarious plays
Subnautica.
Oh, there's no way this could end badly.
It'll be alright.
No, it won't.
It'll be fine.
Don't lie to me to make me feel better.
It will be bad, but we will get through it. See? We are much more alive.
Oh, fate. Why couldn't I have just been left there?
Oh, that's gonna. No.
Oh, no, don't start with that. We don't need any of that. Buy the books. Let us play garbage. Any of that, no. That'll, when it happens, and it will, there are much more appropriate times to deploy such language and behavior.
Such as the oh no-no-nos. Everything's on fire.
Just put the fire out. We don't need to pretend. All right, listen. Here's how it is. Aim for the base of the fire. Like you're a proper firefighter.
Oh, there. See? We're okay.
Yeah, we already know this. Here's the thing. I don't like the ocean generally, and I don't like ocean debris specifically. Like underwater wreckage. It's one of the only things that actually makes me panicked, right? I've spent a lot of time in my life trying to be like the first person in the room that responds to an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
So there isn't that much that makes me seize up with fear, right?
Right, usually you kind of go into a lax, like, all right, what is going on right now?
Let's solve the problem.
We can freak out here in just a minute.
How can I help you? Yeah, I go into like I dip into this customer service mode. But underwater wrecks, they make me seize up with fear pretty often. But it's not a huge deal because how often I live in a landlocked area, it's not a huge concern. But I don't like it, you know? It's like if you looked at your character sheet and you realized that you only had one weakness and it's to fire, you'd try to find something that gives you some fire resistance, right?
Yeah.
Well, I thought Subnautica was my shot at fire resistance. Submersion therapy, if you will. That was the goal. Be careful with those. Those are, you can get more later.
Yeah.
Some more, but they give you a lot of food and they don't perish, so don't just shove those into your maw willy-nilly.
What is this? Oh,
it's a flare. They're not super great. I don't
gonna
think.
put the fire extinguisher in the trunk. Oh.
That's a good call. We'll need it again for a while, and whenever you're ready, just go to the outdoors where everything is wonderful.
All right. So
I'm gonna vomit. Okay. I beat Subnautica, despite my fear. And I thought, like, good, I did it. I conquered it, right? It turns out that it was more like a temporary buff, but in the background, the underlying fear actually got worse than before I started.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, but the resistance also builds up more quickly too.
All right.
So it's basically I exchanged like a fear for a weird feat. I don't know if you can tell, but putting things in video game terms makes me more comfortable. Hey buddy. Hey buddy.
I'm sorry.
Don't suffocate yourself. I don't actually know what happens when you die in this game.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I don't actually think it's as bad as we thought it was going to be. We played a little bit before starting recording this to see if I could handle it. It is, this is without hyperbole. This is actually without hyperbole. I know that sometimes I say like, oh, it's without hyperbole, and then I go straight for some extra hardcore hyperbole. I would say that it's probably about 5 times worse whenever I'm not the one playing. We, just as a quick test, I spawned a... What are they called? Not the Cyclops. The Cyclops is the big one. Seamoth. I spawned a Seamoth and then was like, hey, Audette, go to the front of the Aurora.
And see if I can do this without passing out.
And I am willing to admit the truth, which is that I could not look at the screen. I had to look completely away, cover my ears, and la my way through the event until Audette had made it to the deck of the Aurora.
Well,
so we might not get to the end of this game. This is the ultimate point.
I have to put some disclaimers out here.
Mm-hmm.
Come here, fish.
You're caught on the lip of the tube.
I'm not trying to get in there. I was trying to get it to swim out to me. Like saying, come here, fish.
Right. No, you gotta really enunciate into the mic.
Come towards me, fish.
Because that's also how the fish work in real life, you know?
Anywho,
Fish, get in my mouth, and then it just swims in.
I have some disclaimers to put out.
Hit me.
Myself.
Yep.
First off, when other people are uncomfortable, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And one of the bad things that I do when I'm uncomfortable is laugh.
Yeah.
So I want you to know that if I start giggling, it's not because I think it's funny that you're having a scared time, because that's not cool.
Right.
But it is like my response to discomfort.
Don't cook the...
I won't. It's not
peeper
time yet.
Right. Because it starts rotting as soon as you cook it.
So we did play this a little bit. Oh, I should put the peeper in the box. We did play this a little bit just to make sure that you wouldn't, I don't know.
Make sure you actually put it in the box and that you don't, dude, did you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you? Oh, this is gonna be a great time. Oh boy.
Okay.
Man, I even started early. I was like, I better start now so that way I have a chance of reminding her that, R and A are a little funny with the menu controls when you're using a controller.
Where'd he go?
But nope. Instead, I mean, it's kind of a funny mental image because they imply that, like, your character eats a lot of synthetic food because they're in a sci-fi future. And I think that your PDA is like, it might seem reprehensible to eat meat, but remember, humans survive for millennia doing so. You can too. So your character's response here was to just go, well, bottoms up, and then eat an entire still wriggling fish.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. So you already are familiar with the core gameplay loop because you already achieved... Really, you've already done the entire game in miniature. You just have to do it several dozen more times in increasingly more like remote, terrifying locations.
Well, and I didn't get all the way through my disclaimer.
Okay.
I'm having a great time. This is one of my favorite things I've seen or messed with in a while. It's so, dare I say, fun.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say immersive, and I thought I was gonna have to throw you off a bridge.
Not you. There are too many fish. I want the water bottle fish, not the boomerang.
Man, part of me, like, I know that we'll craft new memories as we play, but there was some great shit from whenever you were testing, like with the first time you grabbed a boomerang and then you just went around pew-pewing.
Well, that's what it's shaped like. I mean, look. No, not this one. Look at this thing.
It does. It has the it has the gloss of a Halo weapon.
Yeah, and if you kind of like around.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But don't focus so much on food and water, because remember that principally the reason why you get food and water, it's to sustain you until you find the materials you're actually looking for. You know?
Man, I'm just enjoying myself.
No, this is a no enjoyment zone. This is going to be a 10,000 episode series if you play it that way. By the way,
okay, wait.
Are you done with your disclaimer?
Right trigger.
Switch container, yes.
Right.
So R2 on that controller.
R2, not R1.
Well, R1 won't do anything, but it's better than accidentally hitting A and shoving it into your mouth.
Okay, let me tell you what you're going to be in charge of.
What am I going to be in charge of?
You are going...
Pressing R2 instead of pressing A?
Maybe.
Okay.
Wait, this is plus 20. I could use another one. Okay. So what you're going to be in charge of is keeping me on track.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You're going to be our...
I'll be your PDA.
Yes, you're going to be my PDA. You're going to be our mission activity specialist. And you have been promoted, and you need to tell me what we're after.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Because I don't care, and I just want to go swimming so much.
My first recommendation is to go to, I think it's equipment. So go to the equipment tab. Mm-hmm. Standard O2 tank. That's a great starting point.
All right, and I have one of the 3 titanium necessary.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was those rock bits.
Yeah, I don't think you can find... No, you can also find...
That was scary. I did not like that.
Oh, God. It's fine. You're safe to go into the shallows at night.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I can't bring myself to do it. I camp out. Even in the safe shallows, I camp out at night. Like, I should mention that right now I'm a little panicked because I'm anticipating what we're going to have to do later. Mm-hmm. I like the safe shallows. Everybody likes the safe shallows. The worst thing here, it's too ridiculous to be properly scary, even though it is functionally, it's actually really similar to like the leviathans that you can encounter later. Mm-hmm. The little explosive blowfish.
Oh yeah.
The ones that go.
Yeah. They're almost goofy.
Yeah, you note that I've basically memorized the noise.
Yeah.
If they hit you straight on, I think that they might be able to one-shot you, which again is not that different from a Reaper Leviathan. That might be...
I have to go up.
I'm not sure what that is. So look around. Don't go all the way down. Mm-hmm. Stay close to the surface and just scan the bottom for some scrap. Because that will give you, I think, enough titanium to make the O2 tank just all on its own.
Is that scrap?
It's pretty obvious. It's going to look like a sci-fi doodad.
Oh! What just touched me?
What did just touch you?
I don't know, but I want oxygen and that moon.
You're on the moon. You can tell that you're on the moon because if you look at the planet, that's another moon. But hold on, if you look at the planet, you can see that it is slowly spinning clock. What would that be? It is spinning to the left as you're moving to the right. See?
Oh, wow. Oh, what?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what would be over here.
I'm getting back in the boat.
Yeah, please do. I mean, maybe it's one of the little bleeders, but I don't know why they would be in the safe shallows.
Right. Who dares?
Tiny fish. I think it's just a tiny little fish that you can kill in like 1 or 2 hits as soon as you have a knife.
Does anything bad happen if you overheal?
No, but the med packs are on a timer.
All right. I'll just put it in the box.
No, I mean, if you have one in the box, one thing you should not do is you should not pull a med pack out every time one is ready, because pretty soon you'll just be swimming in med packs. Mm-hmm. And storage is almost always at a premium in this game, at least unless you take measures to correct that problem, and it's expensive to do. Honestly, I wish that they had like a more elegant system where like you could make a storage locker and then you could expand that storage locker in a way that doesn't really make physical sense. But if it had just added an additional tab to that storage locker.
Okay, here comes the dawn. Ooh, we can watch the sunrise over the ocean.
Let's watch the sunrise
over here, this part of the ocean. I've been trying really hard to keep that wreckage out of the.
Let's watch the sunrise at the start of the next episode. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Cool.
I'm having a great time.